Alright guys, ZFR Gaming back here again today, and this is going to be my video review for Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, Uncharted 4 has been a game I've really been looking forward to in the last few months. As you guys know, Naughty Dog is my favorite developer. I just couldn't wait to play this game, and I officially beat it a few days ago on the channel. I believe that walkthrough is up on channel, so yeah, make sure you go and check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, like, I beat the game on hard, and I pretty much played a lot of multiplayer so far. I put about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours in a multiplayer, which I guess isn't really that much, but I feel like it's enough to get first impressions of the multiplayer. So yeah, what do I think of the game so far? Alright, now getting into this, I'm just gonna go over a lot of the smaller categories. First, I'm just going to kind of breeze through all the categories so we can get to the juicy stuff here that I want to talk about. And it will be a spoiler-free review in case anybody's worried about that. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything in this. I'll have a spoiler review up later. So yeah, pretty much getting into this, what I think about the story, without getting into too many details, I think the story is amazing in the game. Alright, I think the story is super awesome and fun up until the last part, and I'm not going to say anything else on that. Let me just say that the ending of this game, I was not satisfied with it, and I'm going to talk about why in the spoiler video. Just wait on that. But the ending of the game, wasn't satisfied with it, but the story up before that point, like the rest of the game, the first 21 chapters are awesome. Chapter 22, the very end, disappointed me. The epilogue was also amazing. Let me just say that really quickly. The epilogue was amazing. But chapter 22, the ending of it just flat out disappointed me. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. Make sure you check out that spoiler review if you want to hear a little more about that. That will be up after this video. But yeah, getting into the actual gameplay and stuff like that, I really did enjoy the gunplay in this game, and like the just the cover system and everything. I love the new cover system, like with all the destructible cover. Like, it really makes the game a lot harder. Like, you have to really move around, and it's freaking amazing. Let me just say, hats off to Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog has finally done what game developers have been trying to do for when did the PS4 and Xbox One come out? Like, has it been like 3 years already, or 2? But pretty much Naughty Dog has finally made some next gen AI. The AI in this game is freaking amazing. Alright, now I don't know if it's just because I'm on hard, I was playing on hard, but it doesn't really matter. The AI was amazing. Like, they were really playing like actual people. They were flanking all the time. They were getting the angle on you. They were distracting you while one dude ran around and tried to rush you. Shotgunners and all that awesome stuff, different varieties of enemies, from, like I said, the shotgunners, the dudes with the normal machine guns, and then rocket launcher dudes and stuff, snipers. Like, just all of it was really awesome. Like, just fighting through some of these levels, I really did enjoy it. And also the movement system and everything. The shoulder swap, I actually didn't find out how to use the shoulder swap until like later on in the game. It actually turned out to be really helpful. So yeah, like, just the gameplay in general, the combat, I really found that satisfying. I definitely like it. Definitely the best so far in Uncharted. The melee combat in the game is awesome. I love the new animations and everything. That's great. Now, as you're seeing on the screen behind you, like, the more open gameplay in the game really was doing it for me as well. Like just having it a little bit more open up, a little bit more to explore and enjoy. I was really having fun with that. Just like having the big open areas to go through, I thought that was cool. So yeah, that was something awesome they were doing there. Moving on, I want to talk about pretty much. I want to talk about the graphics, alright? Because a lot of people have been saying that the graphics in this game are truly next gen. This is definitely what a next gen game should be. And I definitely agree. Uncharted 4 is a perfect example of a next gen game. This is what we were expecting when we got next gen. Like, this is what we've been waiting for. And Uncharted 4, I feel like, did that right. Like, the graphics in this game are absolutely amazing, like outstanding. All right. I really found a lot of different locations and all of the stuff going on in them, like from all the, like for instance in Madagascar, like with all the civilians walking around there, and you can actually stop in the middle of that market and you can look around and you can actually watch the civilians go through with everyday tasks, like and they actually do the whole thing. They're not just walking in circles or anything like that. They're actually doing stuff. And it's just awesome, like the graphics and just the small details in the game, the way the grass moves and all that, the way Drake's clothes get all muddy and dirty or wet, and just the way just the little stuff, like the little stuff in the game. It's just absolutely outstanding how Naughty Dog managed to put so much of it in there. I was really having fun in the single player. Let me just say it like that. I really was. And moving on from that section, the next one I want to talk about, the difficulty. Alright, now the difficulty in this game was amazing. Let me just say that. It might, like, once again, might be because I was playing on one of the harder difficulties, or the second to hardest difficulty. I was playing on hard, like I said. But, yeah, like, the difficulty in the game, I really found that satisfying. It was satisfying to beat certain parts, and I do plan to replay the game on Crushing and get that trophy. But like, yeah, like just the hard difficulty alone presented enough of a challenge for me, and I can't wait to try it on Crushing. I hear it's freaking crazy to play this on Crushing. Like, I hear like some of the last chapters there are really hard, and I definitely agree, because I'm not gonna lie, some of these encounters in this game are like crazy hard, like no joke. Like I remember, what was it, chapter 20 or chapter 21, something around in there. Like they had one encounter where you were like on like where you were trying to get the eight. Oh god, I was getting ready to spoil something big there. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about if you played the game. Like it's just like there were a lot of enemies and stuff, and it's just a really difficult part. I died a lot on that. But yeah, like so far I've just overall been really enjoying the game. I've been having a lot of fun with the difficulty and stuff. Like you guys know, I do like my games to be harder than instead of easy. Just because I like the challenge, like most gamers should. But obviously there's a lot of people who just can't handle that. But anyway, moving on from that, I want to also kind of touch on like the set pieces and stuff in the game, because that's a big part of Uncharted. The set pieces, the driving ones were a big part. Like I think there were only, let's see, there were only one or two, no, there were like 2 or 3 driving parts in this game where you actually had to drive a car, and one of them was the one we saw at E3, and let me just say, they were all epic. There were a lot of other set pieces that just got you hyped, like a lot of dangerous situations. I really enjoyed the set pieces. I usually don't care about them as much in Uncharted. I usually care about the other parts of the game, but in this game, they definitely were awesome. They didn't feel overdone, and they just felt just right. And let me just talk about how much more realistic this Uncharted game feels than the others. Like, it doesn't feel like Nathan Drake is invincible in this game. All right, let me just say that. Like, he's still like, it's still a little unrealistic because there's no way this one dude will actually be able to take on almost a whole army by himself. There's no way, or him and his brother and stuff. Like, it's just not happening. Okay. So yeah, but like, just like the overall feel during combat and just like during the cutscenes, finally see Drake almost kind of reach his breaking point a few times throughout the campaign, and I feel like it really kind of makes the game feel a little more realistic, a little more grounded. And I've never had a problem with Uncharted being goofy, but this Uncharted definitely feels a little more serious and just a little more, I don't know, like, it felt, like I said, grounded. That's what I'm going to leave at. It feels really grounded. But yeah, like, the multiplayer, that's what we need to talk about now. I feel like I've gone over everything of importance from the single player. The multiplayer was, how do I say this? The multiplayer is good, alright? Let me just start off by saying that. It really is good, but I do kind of feel like something's missing there. I can't help but feel that way. Now, I'll say this. They definitely did make it a little less casual than it was in the beta. It definitely feels more challenging and feels like it requires slightly a little more skill, but at the same time, like, it does kind of feel like there is some cheap stuff in the multiplayer. Like, for instance, I'm telling you right now, the two things I really gotta touch on really fast. I hope not someone from Naughty Dog through the grapevine sees this review, because two things I need Naughty Dog to do in the multiplayer right now. You need to nerf that one hit kill when you're jumping from the rope. That needs to be nerfed, because, like, I'm sorry, it's just a gimmick. Like, it's a gimmick and it's cheap. Like, you should not be able to get a one-hit kill on anyone in this game. That's the problem with a lot of multiplayer games today, or a lot of multiplayer games in the past. Like, you could get these crazy one-hit kills, and it just got to a point where it didn't take as much skill. So yeah, jumping from the rope and hitting people, that needs to be nerfed down to, like, just maybe, I don't know, stunning somebody and taking away half of their health. Maybe one-hit kill them if they're already hurt. And the same thing goes for, like, where you can take your rope and you can charge that up. I don't think that should be a one-hit kill either. Like, I just don't agree with one-hit kill stuff in games unless it's a headshot with a sniper rifle, because that actually requires some type of skill. Like, I'm just saying, like, but yeah, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that part, maybe a little bit. Some people obviously enjoy using the cruxes in multiplayer and using, I don't know, the kind of noob stuff like that. So I'm gonna get disagreed with there, but I think it needs to be, those two things need to be nerfed. Another thing that needs to be done with the multiplayer, Naughty Dog, I'm begging you, if you don't listen to anything else I say in this video, please do something about that. Like, do something about these people in here quitting. Like, put a penalty on quitting early in the multiplayer. Something, I don't know, take some of their points or casts away or something. Like, because let me just say this right now, like, I've gotten in so many matches where one team gets ahead by like 10 points and the other team quits. Like, almost half of them or most of them quit, and then it's like a team of 6 versus a team of 2. That's no fun. I don't want to play that. I want to play a full match with a full player count. So yeah, I really do hope Naughty Dog can kind of I don't know, do something about that, because that really does suck. Um but yeah, other than that, let's see, is there anything else I want to bring up? Like, no, I don't think so. I think there's like one OP gun in the multiplayer right now. I don't know the exact name for it, but I'm pretty sure they'll catch on to that and nerf that. It's not like a huge problem at the moment. Not too many people have it. But yeah, like it's super OP, whatever it's called. It's like one of the submachine guns. I think like the later one you unlock. But yeah, other than that, like Uncharted 4 is a great game. Definitely the best game out this year. Um I really enjoyed it. But I'm telling you right now, I'm about to make some people mad, all right? I am about to make a lot of people mad. So just be prepared for this. My score for Uncharted 4 is a 9 out of 10, all right? And the reason this game, I know some of you might have not given it a 10 anyway, but the reason this game didn't get a 10 out of 10 for me is because, once again, that ending was kind of unsatisfying to me. I feel like that ending kind of tore down the whole point of this game. Like, and I will explain that later. I get what Naughty Dog was going for. The ending was still good. Don't get me wrong, but it kind of just like defeated kind of the feeling of build up and tension in the game, in my opinion. So, but I'm not gonna talk about that now. Go watch that spoiler review if you want to hear more about what I have to say about that. I have a really good reason for saying that. But yeah, like Uncharted 4, I'm sorry, it's just, in my opinion, I can't see myself saying that this game was better than The Last of Us or The Witcher 3. I can't. I'm sorry. like I can hear the comment section now screaming at me, but like I said, go watch the other video if you want explanations. I don't want to spoil anything now, but that's just how I feel. Thank you guys for watching. I don't want this to get any longer than it already is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out, guys.